All right, Shalom. I want to begin this lesson off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahawashi Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who have taught us this truth in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi. I'm Shaquat, back with another lesson, Lord willing, and edifying to the hopeful elect. Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi, Barakatham, to you sincere, Akyam Wakwath, and a sincere shalom to you brothers out there pushing this truth out there on the highways and the byways and through the YouTube lessons, man. Shalom to you all. As you see by the title of the lesson, I'll be a fool for Yahawashi. And I was speaking with, I forgot what I was talking about. The Lord just put a lesson on your spirit randomly. And last week, I was with the rib, and he was talking about, basically the gospel to an extent. And I said, people say so, and then I said something like, man, I don't care. I'll be a fool for Yahawashi. I don't give a shit. I'll be a fool for Yahawashi's sake. All right, and that's the truth. That's the truth. We man, if you really about Yahawashi, man, you will make yourself look foolish for him, man. And when we say foolish, we're talking about foolish to this world. You'll make yourself look like a vain, just make yourself look like vanity to this world, like an idiot, if you really are down with Yahawashi. All right? We were supposed to be made of a lower estate so the Lord can so the Lord Yahawashi, Yahweh B'Shem Yahawashi can be exalted, and through him being exalted, we will be exalted by him. So you're supposed to be made low. The Lord said he's going to give us fame, so fuck what these people think. All right, I'll be a fool for Yahawashi, and every brother should have that same mindset. Every sister should have that same mindset. You got women of the world who are even coming after the sisters. Y'all are idiots. Y'all bowing to a man. Y'all submitting to a man, doing for a man. Y'all idiot. You got women of the world even coming after the sisters, man, for being in righteous order. So yes, every brother and sister should have the mindset of being a fool for Yahawashi. We're all, if you ain't ready to look like a fool for Yahawashi, good luck. Luck ain't real. So, now let's read Mark 8:35. I like this one more. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. Now, what does it mean to save your life? All right, meaning if you try to preserve and keep your status in this world, if you try to preserve the things that you have in this world, carnally, etc., and keep your status. I've heard people say, men say, oh, I don't want to go on the highways and the hedges and blah, 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 because what if my boss from work see me? Nigga, fuck your boss, man. If that nigga see you and he fire you, so the fuck what? The Lord did it. Now the Lord might put you in a better position. Put you in a better situation. Will my boss see me? Fuck your boss. Will my family see me? God damn. For whosoever shall lose his life, or whosoever will save his life, shall lose it. So now you're going to lose everlasting salvation. All right? Which if you're an Israelite, of course, you're not going to really lose that. You're not going to inherit the kingdom. You're going to be reborn through the elect in the kingdom, but you're not going to inherit it. The elect are going to inherit the kingdom. All right, so you're not going to be a part of that first salvation. All right, you're going to be a part of the eternal salvation, but you're not going to be a part of the first go-round salvation, being saved from this destruction. All right, but whosoever shall lose his life, meaning be humbled, say fuck the things of the world, fuck my worldly status. Whosoever shall lose his life, all right, for my sake and the gospel's. So for Yahawashi's sake and this gospel's sake, the same shall save it. So we've been made of a low estate for Yahawashi's sake. We're being humiliated for Yahawashi's sake. Did not Yahawashi get humiliated to get where he's at now? See, everybody thinks Esau do all these tactics that he get on the left-handed side of Yahweh concerning celebrities and stuff like that. They think he doing this on his own. The whole humiliation process, making men wear dresses, women being whores, whatever. This whole humiliation process didn't just, Esau got this from Yahweh, man. He got it from Satan, and Satan got that from Yahweh. All right? Because the scriptures say before honor, first there is humility. You have to be humiliated before you get honored. So just like Esau do it, where do you think he got it from? The Lord. And we're being humiliated. To be looked at as a fool, that's a humiliating thing. Yahawashi was getting his ass beat. And what did the Roman nigga say? What did the Romans say to Yahawashi? Hey, you're a prophet, right? Prophesy this to me this time. Who hit you this time? That's humiliation, man. Knowing Yahawashi could just destroy him right there. Being humiliated for this. We're going to look like fools, and you better be happy to do so. Because pretty soon, we not going to be looking like fools no more. Because the things that we actually are speaking about and prophesying of, they're coming to pass. So the whole digital ID, you got Apple set up in multiple states in the U.S. already, the digital ID. And then it's going to be mainstream for everything, I believe, sometime in April. It's not. It doesn't look like it doesn't look like the things that we've been prophesying are a joke anymore now, does it? Yeah. We ain't here for fun. This is deadly serious. This is not for fun. We don't do this for the fun ski. All right, this is a deadly serious thing. All right, so we're being lowered for Yahawashi's sake. Now I want to go to 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 12. We really saving our lives by losing it. We are weak, but we are strong. Ye are honorable. All right, because we actually have integrity, because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi has bestowed that spirit upon us. But we are despised. And one way to be despised is by being viewed as a fool, man. Let's go into the... All right, before us. Forgive me. So here we go. Let's go into the word fool today. This will be fine with the word today. Thank you.
Strong's G 3474, moras.
Moras. All right, and moras means foolish. Moron from. All right, that's where you get moron from. Let's go to moron. Moron. Definition. A stupid person. We can't let these thoughtless morons get away with mindless vandalism every weekend. A person having low intelligence or an intellectual disability. Okay, that's what a moron have intelligence. You don't have intel. That means you're an idiot. What is an idiot? It means to not know. So we're viewed as like we're the ones that don't know what we're talking about. That's how we're viewed by society. Like, oh, they're crazy. I've been told this a million times. The Ak Karatazagabar can attest. These niggas in the world be talking about, y'all going off the deep end. We've been told that so many fucking times. We're going off the deep end. No, nigga, you going off the deep end, my nigga. And the Lord gonna judge you. All right? Anyway, moras, that's where you get moron from. Impious, godless. So people view us as godless. Here it is. We're doing the work of the Most High through His only begotten Son, Yahawashi. All right, we're doing the work of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi in righteousness, and we're looked at as godless. That's how the people view us, like we're godless. Those goddamn black Hebrew Israelites, which are not fucking black, but those goddamn black Hebrew Israelites. They're so fucking foolish. Those niggers. That's even how our own people view us. As foolish. But it's okay, because pretty soon the Lord finna get your dumb ass. First or Second Chronicles 36 and 15. The Lord finna pull us off, and He gonna eventually bring that judgment. He had mercy on you, now He gonna destroy your ass. All right, we're seen as godless to these people. It says heedless, dull, or stupid, as if shut up. Morally blockheads. People see us as blockheads, man. Absurd. Like, this is how people view us. All right, so this is how we're viewed for Yahawashi's sake, and I'm perfectly okay with that. People drive by us while we're on the highways and the hedges, looking at us, laughing, like the brother Yahawashi said this past camp. Hey, I'ma laugh with you too. And when we get in Jacob's trouble and your stomach touching your motherfucking back, it's gonna be like Ricardie said, when your stomach touching your back, it's gonna be we're gonna laugh at you too then. We're going to laugh too. We're fools now, but soon you're going to be the fools. Let's read that. Job 5:22. At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh. Who? The elect men. All right. And that's ultimately going to be Yahweh by Yahawashi laughing through us. Just like he said in Proverbs 1. He's going to mock at their destruction, etc. At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh. So when y'all niggas going through it, it's going to be, we're going to laugh right back at you stupid ass niggas. You bitch you. I already know what it is. You bitch you. Hey man, it says, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth, for thou shalt be in league with the stone. Well, that's it. That's all I want to get was verse 22. So, yeah man, we're made fools for the sake of Yahawashi, and we're perfectly okay with that. I love that for myself. I love that for the brothers. I love that for the sisters, man. Love that, absolutely. All right, so I want to go to 1 Corinthians 1:18. We're going to start at 18 and we're going to read down the wisdom of the Most High. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness. So to the 2/3, what we do is foolishness to them. That's why they view us as godless and fools. We're viewed as that. It's foolishness. You tell a nigga, hey, stop eating pork. Hey, you can't fuck that man's wife. You can't do that. You can't do that, man. We looked at like we're the crazy niggas. We're the fucked up niggas. We say, hey, man, no, you can't. It's not okay that you go sleep with other men. Or we tell a woman, hey, you can't go deal with that woman like that. We view that as the fucking diabolical niggas on the earth. We view that as bad. It's crazy work, ain't it? But we doing the righteous work, the Wadi Yahweh by Shimei Shai, but we're viewed as the terrible niggas. The niggas. We just the niggas. The niggas. That's us. You can't make this shit up. But unto us which are saved, it is the power of the Most High. Because this thing is only for the elect. We're going to get into that briefly. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise. All right? And will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. And who is that talking about? The elites, man. He destroying their wisdom. What does scripture say? There's no more wisdom in Teman. And it says, where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Have not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world? The answer to that question is yes. The wisdom of this world is seen as good, pure, holy, healthy, but it's foolishness to the Most High. It says, for after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. It pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Because this really shows he by the foolishness of preaching, he really he pulling in the sincere jakes, which are of the elect. Seeing how sincere you really are about this thing. Are you going to mock it because it looks foolish? Or are you going to really be sincere and come in humble? Right? Meek. Right? And we look foolish out there just like I don't give a fuck. I'm going to look like a goofy. With the Orlando brothers, what we do after every camp, we put up a curse. Everybody looking at us. What the fuck these niggas doing? I'm going to look foolish, man. The curse going on your dumb ass, though. So while I look like a fool, you really the fool, nigga. You played yourself. Let's jump down. No. Let's not jump down. Let's read this. For the Jews require a sign. All right, which are those that already knew they were Israelites at that time. All right, they require a sign. They need a sign. What Yahawashi say? You sinful, wicked, adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. You need full-on proof, etc. You know, like y'all like Esau. Y'all don't have no faith, ultimately. And it says in the Greeks, seek after wisdom. All right. Now, what are the Greeks talking about? Is it talking about Edomite Grecians and all that? No, it's talking about Israelites. All right. It's talking about Israelite foreigners. All right. Israelite Gentiles. Those who were Hellenized and forcefully converted to Greek customs. Read the Maccabees. But we preach Hamashiach crucified, unto the Jews a stumbling block, and unto the Greeks foolishness. So this is seemed as stumbling, as a stumbling block and foolishness to these people, man, to our people. All right, to do good, to do righteous, they have no knowledge, but to do evil, they have knowledge. That's Jeremiah 4:22. Right? And that stumbling block, man, Yahawashi is a stumbling block. That's why the scriptures say the stone that the builders refused, the rock that the builders refused. Who is it? Yahawashi. And the builders are the Israelites. They refusing Yahawashi. Y'all niggas ain't got a job. Y'all niggas ain't got no woman. Y'all ain't got no kids. Get the fuck off the street. Y'all ain't got nothing better to do. Nigga, shut your bitch ass up. You ain't about to do nothing but go smoke a blunt, bitch ass nigga. Shut your hoe ass up. I can't wait till the Lord give us that power. Yeah, I fucking hate Esau, but as much as I hate Esau, I want you niggas first. You bitch ass niggas. You inconvenience us more than damn Esau do. You bitch niggas. And we expect Esau to inconvenience us. He's the fucking devil. But you niggas, I'm gonna get you niggas first. Get you niggas first. Because the foolishness, or forgive me, but unto them which are called both Jews and Greeks, Hamashiach, the power of the Most High, stronger than men. It's stronger than all that worldly shit. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called, but the Most High have chosen Esau, Edom, the elites, in this vain way of living in the West. We've been chosen, the foolish, to be confounding the wise. The water Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi, because he could have chosen anybody. The power have chosen the weak things of the world to confine the things which are mighty. And we're seen as the minority, even though we're not. So look at that. We are the basis of men in this captivity, prophesying the downfall of this nigga's kingdom on this nigga's streets. You through. You're through, nigga. Nigga, I'll be damned the nigga prophesying against us in our kingdom. Just that shit ain't gonna happen. But I'll be, nigga, take off with that nigga's head. You niggas through. Wait, you even know I was gonna say that. And I just got done saying the GNT also. Let's go read that. Wisdom of Solomon 10:21. For wisdom opened the mouth of the dumb. That's us, the foolish. And made the tongues of them that cannot speak eloquent. Moses afraid of when Yahweh was telling him, go speak to the children of Israel, this, that, and the third. Well, I'm not no speaker like that, Lord. I'm not built for that, Lord. What'd he say? What'd he say to Moses when you go to Exodus? Don't worry about that. That's what Aaron's for. That's what your brother Aaron for. Don't worry about that shit. You good. So look at that. Let's go to the GNT. Clearly, there you go. And we clearly speaking that this nigga Esau is done. And you 2/3 niggas and bitches, you're done. Well, we're seen as fools for this. All right? What's next on the chopping block? Mark. Now, and this is when he went up and he went to the mountains and he was basically meditating and harping upon his friends. Whose friends? Yahawashi's friends. It's talking about his family members. His kid, he is beside Yahawashi. It's like, yeah. Lunatics, they're Looney Tunes. Right? So they were saying Yahawashi is beside himself, crazy, foolish. And the scribes which came down from Jerusalem said, he hath Beelzebub. You wicked ass niggas, the wicked ass scribes. They talking about he hath Beelzebub, and by the prince of the devils casteth he out devils. So they were saying Yahawashi has a chief demon on him, because Beelzebub is basically like a well, let me click on it. It'll tell you better than I can tell you off the top of my head. So let me just go to it. Any day would be a beautiful thing. There we go. Here we go. Beelzebub. All right, it says Beelzebub, Lord of the house, a name of Satan, the prince of evil spirits. They were saying this man got a demon, hard demon out demons. And that's when Yahawashi, he spit to them this. Because, you know, he's speaking parables, man. This is what he spit to them niggas. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables. And they didn't get it. You know them wicked niggas ain't get it. How can Satan cast out Satan? How is that possible? If a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. So he's firm is what he's saying. If he was cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. All right. And there you go. You know, it's going to get more into it. Yahawashi goes more into us and shit. Nigga, you got the demon. Not. All right, that's talking about Yahawashi. Does that mean it's talking about the Israelites? A lot of Christians try to say, see, so the Israelites don't get it now. Now the Gentiles get salvation. No, nigga. It's talking about he went to his village, all right, his close kin, people of his village that he grew up with, and they didn't receive him. How the hell is talking about all Israel, but he had, the 12 disciples not Israelites, my nigga? He had Israelite followers outside of that. Was Apostle Paul a heathen? Clearly not, because he stated in the book of Romans and in the book of 1 Corinthians that he's an Israelite and from the tribe of Benjamin. So what the fuck are y'all talking about? Anyway, now let's go to John 10. We're going to start at 19. And it reads, oh yeah, this was Yahawashi breaking down the parable of the shepherds. All right, a lot of parables, man. It's only meant for the elect to get. All right, that's why earlier in Matthew, I believe chapter 10 or chapter 5. It's probably chapter 5. The disciples were like, why are you speaking in parables? And Yahawashi was like, it's only for you to get. So he's going into the parable of a good shepherd and what a good shepherd is like. And therefore, again, among the Jews for these sayings. All right. And it's just the wicked niggas, you know. Yahawashi was spitting some deep stuff, and because it sounded off to them, it was a big controversy. It's just like when the apostles brought out and went into the rape doctrine. Now it's a whole big controversy. Now we getting accused of shit we never did because niggas don't want to accept truth. Ain't no goddamn controversy, man. It's just the truth. If you got a controversy over it, nigga, you the one that's going off, not us. All we doing is bringing out the scriptures. Give me a moment. And many of them said, he hath a devil. They saying Yahawashi got a demon on him. And is mad. What does that mean? He's crazy. He's beside himself. Why hear ye him? Others said, these are not the words of him that hath the devil. So some had some wits about him. Can a devil open the eyes of the blind? So these niggas out here telling Yahawashi that he got demons on him. He's crazy. Why should we listen to this nigga? He crazy. That's how they was talking about Yahawashi, and he was on the scene doing miracles. So what you think they're going to look at us as? And we're lesser than Yahawashi. So what you think they're going to look at us as? Crazy. It's cool though. You got to have a mindset of being willing to be a fool for Yahawashi. Because at the end of the day, we're not the fools. Nigga, y'all the fools. All right? Now let's go to Mark 13 and 13. Check. Call that Yahawashi. All right, Mark 13 and 13. Let's see what it gets. What it say? Yeah. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. Didn't the scripture say back in 1 Corinthians 4 and 10 that we are despised? We're seen as foolish. To be seen as something that's ungodly, that's godless, stupid, that's to be hated. That's to be despised. When you despise something, you hate it. All right? So it's the same thing. Despised, hated, despised. Of all men for my name's sake, for Yahawashi's sake. We're losing our lives. We're seen as we're being brought to a lower status. We're losing our status in this world for Yahawashi's sake. All right? Salakia. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So just endure this unto the end, man. And we're going to end up getting salvation. Lord willing, we be of that number. All right? So we're despised of all men for Yahawashi's sake. All right? Let's go to John 15 and 18. Forgive me. If the world hate you or despise you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. So it hated Yahawashi. We just read some scriptures concerning how they call Yahawashi crazy, how they called him stupid. They hated Yahawashi so much that they numbered him among the transgressors, though Yahawashi didn't do shit wrong. When it was going into Yahawashi's crucifixion, it said to the right, there was a criminal. To the left of him, there was a criminal. So Yahawashi got crucified with two fucking criminals. He got numbered among the damn criminals. And he didn't even do shit wrong. But that's how the Lord Yahweh had it set up in prophecy. All right? To be a sacrifice for our sake. You know? But y'all hated him so much, y'all lied on the man. Just like y'all lied on all the other men of the Lord. You lied on the Apostle Paul. Lied on him talking about he was committing sedition. And he wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't doing nothing of the sort. All right? Anyway. There you have it. Yahawashi was hated first. You know? He was hated first. So let's go to Matthew 13. Because it's only for the elect. Right? This ties back in to only being for the elect. Well, before I go to Matthew 13, here's your punishment for despising us. Because if you despise the men of the Lord, that means you despise Yahweh by Shemi Shai. All right? And Yahweh Shai is the word. So you despise the word. All right? So it says right here in Proverbs 13 and 13, whoso despiseth the word, which if you despise the word, you despise Yahweh by Shemi Shai. If you despise his men, you despise Yahweh by Shemi Shai. If you despise Yahweh by Shemi Shai and his men, you despise the word. It was a mouthful, but if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandments shall be rewarded. So if you despise us, if you despise Yahweh by Shemi Shai, if you despise the words that we speak, nigga, you're going to get destroyed. Good riddance to a fuck nigga. Good riddance. Let's go to Matthew 13 like we were going. We were heading to. Yahawashi, fuck a Jesus and a Christ. Yahawashi teaches in good Lord. Yahawashi teaches in parables. The same day when Yahawashi out of the house and sat by the seaside, and great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. And he spake many things unto them in parables. Now, what's a parable? Many scriptures go into parables. When you go to Galatians 4 and 24, it says things be an allegory, all right, which is the same thing as a parable, right? It says, let me see which one.
Strong's G 3850, parabole. Parabole.
Boom, here's a good one. A parable. An earthly story with a heavenly meaning. That's the same thing as an allegory. All right? A proverb. Click on that. saying, a short, well-known, pithy saying stating a general truth or a piece of advice, right? I don't like the definition, but you know. Look at this. You got symbolic. Symbolic, facetious narrative of common life conveying a moral, like we read earlier. And facetious means basically basically you is like a like you're being sarcastic in a sense. You're joking, being sarcastic. I like it's this one of them words that I know what it mean if I use it and say I'm being facetious, but it's hard for me to explain it. Some words are like that. False, fictional, all right, not real or true, imaginary or fabricated, all right, occurring in or invented for fiction, all right. And I don't, you know, it goes more into it. Last time I ever looked up the definition, but anyway, being facetious, all right. So there you go. Basically, in my own words of the definitions that I showed you, it just basically means hiding truth in plain sight. Hiding truth in plain sight. That's all a parable is. All right? A parable saying, behold, a sower went forth to sow. Who's the sower? Someone preaching the word. A fisher, so to speak. And to sow means to preach the word. A sower, a prophet, went forth to sow, to preach the word. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Right? Some people just couldn't get it. Some fell upon stony places, where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of the earth. They didn't have the spirit, so they just don't get it. And when the sun was up, they were scorched. And because they had no root, they withered away. All right? They fell out of the gospel, or they just couldn't get it. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But other fell into good ground, meaning the ones who do get it, the elect, and brought forth fruit. What did John say? John the Baptist. You got to bring forth fruits, meet for repentance. Some 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. It says an explanation. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? Because they're like, why are you speaking to them like that? Why won't you just tell them straight up what you mean? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you, the elect, know the mysteries of the kingdom. If the Lord put it straight up in the scriptures, America gonna get destroyed. Like literally, America will be burnt up by nuclear missiles. You think we're gonna have the book today? Fuck no. Esau would have been burnt this mug. Anyway, for whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. What did the Lord say in the book of Isaiah? All right, he told the angel basically, make the people hear not and make them see not. All right, cover their eyes so they see not, cover their ears so they hear not. In roughly paraphrasing, and then he said more to the angel in the book of Isaiah, to basically put a veil over 2/3 of our people. Messiah, which is talking about Isaiah, because that's what I was just quoting back in Isaiah. There he is talking about this Yahawashi, man. It's exciting, bro. For this people's heart, I feel like a kid again. For this people's heart is wax gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, and they repent. Then he gotta convert them and heal them. He don't want to do that to the 2/3 of our people. He want to destroy their ass. All right. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Verily, for verily I say unto you, that And it says, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not, they perish before seeing the promise. Nah, I'll read it. I ain't got much else to do. Hear ye, therefore, the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom, and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one, and catcheth away which was sown in his heart. This is he which received seed by the wayside. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and anon with rejoice receiveth it, yet hath he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation and persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. And you can't be offended in this gospel, man. You can't be offended in Yahawashi. If you're offended in Yahawashi, good luck, nigga. And luck ain't real, nigga, so you cook. He also that receives seed among the thorns, he that heareth the word, and the care of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. So you know what? If you of the 2/3, you're allotted to go to the spirit realm. Not the way you like to, not the way you want to, and not the way you ever thought you would get there. Meaning you niggas gonna get put to death in a painful fashion, like it says in second Esdras, the 9th chapter. Yeah. But he that receives seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word, the elect, and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit and bringeth forth, some 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30. That's explaining the parable of the sower. Niggas just ain't gonna get it, man. It's only for the elect. What did the scripture say? What did the Lord say? He said, "I will take you one of a family, two of a household, etc." Roughly paraphrasing. Brothers know what I'm talking about. So this ain't for everybody, man. Think about it. 2 out of every 3 Israelites are gonna get put to death in America, and then that's not even including the rebellious Israelites around the world. That's not even including them, right? So come on, man. It's simple math here. Simple math. So let's go to Romans 11:7. Because this thing, like I said, it's only for the elect. It's not for everybody to get. So if they're not going to get it, but we get it, what are we going to be seen as in their eyes? Foolish, godless, dumb, idiots. And how do we view them? Because we get it and they don't. How do we view them? Foolish, dumb, idiots, stupid. So the way that they view us, we view them the same way. But the thing is, they're the ones that got a very bright future ahead of them. What you mean they got a bright future? I thought y'all got the truth. How they got a bright future? Oh, I'm talking about when them nukes hit. When them nukes hit, they future gonna be real bright. That's what I'm talking about. When that motherfucker start bang, bang, boom, boom, they gonna have a real bright future ahead of them. So yeah, y'all got a real bright future. You rebellious, wicked ass niggas and bitches. Y'all got a bright future ahead of you. Don't worry. We're rooting for you. We're counting on you. Somebody got to play that lot. We're counting on you to play that lot so we could be the elect. We're counting on you. Hey, don't let us down. Okay? Romans 11:7. What then? Israel hath not obtained. So that shows you the elect is out of the house of Israel. Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for. So they don't get it. They can't receive the gospel. But the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. The elect get it, and the rest don't. According as it is written, the Most High have given them the spirit of slumber. Who? The Israelites. He gave most of our people the spirit of slumber. Eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. All right? And David saith, remember, David was like, man, fuck Israel. He got to a point he was like, fuck these niggas. And David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always. All right? And it's funny because you read the scriptures, all the prophets eventually got to a point where they were like, man, I love our people, this, that, and the third. And then they got to a point where they were like, man, fuck these niggas. And it's all repeating itself again in history. There's no new thing under the sun. Because we first came into the truth, we're like, man, come on, our people, our people. And now we at a point where we like, man, fuck these niggas, bruh. Fuck them. Let them go. Let them go out the hard way. That's the beauty of this gospel, man. A history truly repeats itself, right? So the elect is the only ones that is going to understand and receive this gospel. So we're going to look like fools. Lord willing, we be at that number. We're going to look like fools and be okay with that. Because, hey, at least we ain't going to be like, we ain't going to receive the judgment they get. Good luck. Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. That's what these niggas do. That's what Esau Edom do. But this is mainly for the 2/3. Because the elites, they don't see us as foolish. Them niggas are afraid. But to the average Edomite, to the average Jake, to the average heathen, we're seen as fools. All right? And they put good for evil, and then they put evil for good. Like, what the fuck type of reversed ass shit is that? Bullshit. And it says that put darkness for light and light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. All right? And being wise in your own eyes, following the doctrines of men, following after your own vain hopes and all that whatnot, it's worldly. And what does the scripture say about the wisdom of this world? It says the wisdom of this world is foolishness to Yahweh, man. So, hey, man, like I said, I'll be a fool for Yahawashi, because eventually it's going to pay off. And really, I ain't the fool. You the fool, nigga. We ain't the fools, man. Y'all niggas the fool. Y'all the fool. Boo-boo the fool. That's y'all niggas. It ain't us. The joke's going to be on you in that day. Go read the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, and start at verse 20. The joke is going to be on you niggas. How long will ye simple ones love simplicity? Eventually the Lord going to pull us off the streets, and you niggas are done. And we coming into that soon, because they about to really start cutting into this freedom of speech. All right? So that has been I'll Be a Fool for Yahawashi. And every brother and every sister should have that mindset. All right? Now, the Genesis Israelites, them niggas are just being fools. They're being fools for Esau. Because them niggas took the bag for sure. Anywho, Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahawashi Ba'Shem, Rechak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who have taught us all this beautiful truth in the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi. And until next time, Abba Bo, Kwam, Yasharala Gadol Abadiam, Lababo Gadol, Yahweh Mahar, Wa Habathum. And until next time, Shalom.